Hey guys, Ryan here, and today we're bringing you a replay of a tank a lot of people quite enjoy, and I'm not a particularly big fan of. The Tier 7 Premium French Light Tank, the AMX 1357. We're in Arctic region, it's going to be an encounter battle. Now, I don't really like this tank, but I love the Tech Tree Tier 7 French Light, the 1375. It is an absolutely outstanding vehicle. In this game, we are top tier. I'm with I'm with Felix, sorry, in his Stirrer Meal. A tank he also does not like. Now, the thing about this tank and why I don't like it, the gun is hilarious if you get to fully unload on someone in the side or rear. It can be really fun. But this tank just feels too immobile for a light tank. It doesn't turn very well. And it also just doesn't seem to accelerate very fast. It's all balancing factors, mind you. But yeah, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like a very competitive light. And I suppose it's not meant to be. I mean, everyone I think who plays it knows that they play it just for the meme of the machine gun on it. Now, the reason I'm in this tank right now actually is because Felix was grinding the Stirrer Meal. He's trying to get to the next tank, and he doesn't really tend to have good games in it, so he thought, if I could try and spot for him, maybe we can get a decent game. Because I think there was a ×2, or he might have like an XP boost active. Jumping for the initial spot. I get spotted. I'm moving away because there is artillery I need to be careful of. Spot someone at the TD hill. I believe it's an SU-100. Now, a lot of lights this game, 4 in each team. The enemies do have a French Tier 7 light tank. I just can't remember if it's a 1357 or a 1375. They might also have a 57. Now, T21 there. I'm trying to spot the TD hill, but the thing with this light tank is you have to be careful when you poke. Because, as I said, it doesn't turn very well, and it's not the fastest accelerating. So if you go to a risky position and get spotted and then try to move out the way, you might get caught out. Now, I'm trying something a bit risky, in fact very risky. I've crossed over. Now, this light tank's coming over, but I am fully loaded. I get spotted, and I'm going in for the assassination attempt. Just hold the trigger. Dead. Now, I need to run away again, because I see the 1357 on the enemy team. Now, look at how long it takes me to turn. Now, I know you may be thinking that's not particularly long, because this is a light tank. So, that's one thing. These risky plays can be a bit dangerous with the slower maneuverability. You need to plan ahead a little bit and like plan your escape route before you go in for these things. These kind of pushes. Now, waiting till I'm unspotted, I'm going to jump back up. The good news is I've gotten rid of at least one light tank. Only a Tier 6 one, but a light tank nonetheless. Enemy T-34-100 gets spotted, and right now I'm looking at both sides of the map. I'm trying to think about what to do next. Now, I know there's a hill north of the map where some people tend to snipe when coming out the enemy spawn. I'm going to try and spot there if I can, but obviously the enemy 3057 is also spotted in this kind of mid-ridge. Now I jump up. There's an Oni sniping from over there, which is pretty interesting. I'm never going to pan him with standard rounds through the front. And even premium isn't look. I'm reloading the premium clip as we speak, but even premium's probably not going to work, especially at this distance. I spot the T-25-2 as well, so he must have fired while I was up there. And now I'm taking a risk peeking up in front of an Oni. Because if he's got the derp gun... By the way, a Tiger 1 on the enemy team has just killed himself, and I think we had a Snakebite kill himself earlier, so now we're even on teammates killing themselves. But yeah, peeking up in front of an Oni is very dangerous in a light tank because you could have the big old derp gun. So, risky business by me. I've got to try and get into that bus, but the 1357 on the enemy team manages to spot me before I get up there. I drive forward to try to avoid artillery, and then you see I'm also wary of the hill, because the T-34-100 was also spotted in that direction. You're going to keep the T-25-2 and the Oni spotted. Try to finish off the T-25-2. And see, there's another tier 7 light tank, and I need to be careful of him because that thing weighs a decent bit for a light tank, so he could ram the shit out of me. And the other thing is, I'm not very maneuverable, so I actually don't really have that high a chance of turning out the way of him. Fire a few shots, go for a full reload, and I've actually decided I'm not doing too much over there. The 1357 on the enemy team has just killed himself. Bit of a weird game this, I don't know why or how people were killing themselves. See the Tiger, I'm not reloaded yet. Our our VK tier 6 light tank decided to ram a Tiger 1. So as I said, really weird game this. 2 of the enemy light tanks have killed themselves, like actually killed themselves, driving off a cliff or drowning. One of our light tanks, the snakebite, killed himself by drowning or falling off a cliff, and the VK killed himself by ramming a Tiger. So I don't quite know what's happening this game, but I've decided to come back because a couple enemies are coming down the back western side of the map towards our base, and it's the T-34-100 from earlier, and I believe an IS-2. Now I'm fully loaded, got the premium loaded, so I should be able to go pretty much straight through the turret of an IS-2. But with these being small caliber shells, it means they bounce quite a bit. On angled armor if people angle. Now I'm trying to use this bus to stay hidden, but as I back up I do get spotted. And with the slow traverse speed I'm expecting to get hit here. But thankfully I actually managed to get away without getting hit, because the IS-2 with his 390 Alpha gun would have really hurt had he hit me. Now our ONE actually decimates the, what do you call it? T-34-100. And I get a few shots into the ISM, but you see his positioning compared to where the Felix and the ONE is, would actually make it kind of hard for me to get shots in. Now I have a standard clip loaded. I'm pretty confident that Felix and the ONE and the rest of the team over there can handle the Tiger, I believe that is. I might be wrong. It was a Tiger 1, they've killed him. SU-100 still at TD map. Snap a shot in. Very lucky that hit. And now, there's the ramming vehicle. Trying to lead a couple shots in. The thing is, that thing actually has okay armor for a light tank. Not when he's sideways onto me. But if he was facing me at this distance, he had a reasonable chance of bouncing me. Now, I know where he's running by just looking at the map. Of course, he could be a good player. And when he gets unspotted, he could do a U-turn. But I don't think that he is. So I've got the standard run loaded, and I'm rushing in. And because I'm the only one over here, this is what you play this tank for. You want to get close, behind or to next to someone, to where you can like full auto hold the trigger down. Because you can't do that at long distance, because you might miss a load of shots. So racing in, I'm holding fire. I want to go round the opposite way to him, because I don't want to get rammed. Go around, coming up behind him, I'm going to auto lock, and now I just hold the trigger. And that's pretty much why you play this tank. So it's not a very good light tank, but you play it to get those moments where you can just go full auto and know you can pen someone. And it is quite satisfying, I must admit. So although I don't think this is a good tank, I'm glad I own it. Because it is quite a satisfying tank to play. 60,000 profit, 1800 damage, about 2,000, just over 2,000 assistance. Felix got 3,000 damage in a stir meal, the most on both teams. And I'm quite surprised that was a first class, if I'm honest, but in the little meme tank, I'll take it, and I always like to bring these videos in meme tanks. So, thank you guys for watching, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.